Hello, scholars, and welcome to Lesson 2.1, Translations. So we're in a new unit, which is Transformations, and this lesson is going to be on translations, which is just moving the figure around the coordinate plane. According to this graphic organizer, it says a translation is a transformation in which all the points of a figure are moved the same distance in the same direction. So let's look at just these arrows first. The arrows are telling me, right, if I'm going to go to the right and go to the left, what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be adding, subtracting, and to which coordinate. So let's write underneath this right arrow, and let's visualize the coordinate plane, right? If I'm traveling to the right of the coordinate plane, the numbers are getting bigger, and left and right is the x-axis. So it would make sense that going to the right, I'm going to be adding to the x-coordinate. And now if I'm going to the left on the coordinate plane, the numbers are getting smaller, so I'm going to be subtracting from x. So right is adding to x, left is subtracting from x. Now going up, the numbers are getting bigger. Also up and down vertical, that would be my y-axis. So up means I am adding to y. And down, right, the numbers are getting smaller, they're going to negatives, so I'm subtracting from y. I'm going down. All right, so let's use that to answer example 1 and 2, because there is no coordinate plane. You kind of have to visualize or use the arrows to help you remember. But it says, what is the image point of negative 7, 5 after a translation, right 5 units and up 4 units? So I'm going to start by writing the rule, which is x, y, and an arrow. And so right 5 units means I'm going to add 5 to x. So x plus 5. And then up 4 means I'm going to add to y. So y plus 4. There we go. Now it says the point is negative 7, 5. So let's go ahead and plug in. So negative 7, comma 5 is the ordered pair. And I'm going to now plug in negative 7 for x here and 5 for y. So now I can just simply add. So negative 7 plus 5 gives me negative 2. And 5 plus 4 gives me 9. So I'm done. So my translation lands me at negative 2, comma 9. So now example number 2. What is the image point of 6, negative 4 after a translation left 4 units and down 5 units? So again, I'm going to start with the rule, which is x, y, and then an arrow. And then left 4 means I'm going to subtract 4 from x. And down 5 means I'm going to subtract 5 from y. Now I'm going to plug in that point, which is 6, negative 4. And 6 goes into x here, and negative 4 goes into y. 6 minus 4 gives me 2, and negative 4 minus 5 gives me negative 9. So that is my answer of translating that point, left 4 and down 5. If you don't want to write all of those numbers, you don't have to. Some people can just do this kind of in their head. I totally get it. But if you need help, I would just write down the structure here, which is the rule, then plugging it in, and then getting your answer. All right, let's look at example 3. It says translate the figure 2 units left and 5 units down. So what I'm going to do is take every single point, which there's 3, of this triangle, and I'm going to translate each one 2 units left and 5 units down. I'm going to show with arrows. You don't have to draw the arrows. You can just move the point if you want to, but I'm going to show you with arrows what I'm doing. So I'm going to take this point right here and translate it. It says 2 units left, so that would be 1, 2. See, I've gone 2 units to the left now, and then 5 units down. So from 9, I'm going 5 down. That'd be at 4. Or just count each box. And then now the point is right here. So again, it went 2 left and 5 down, so now it's right here. Now let's do this one. 2 over would be here. 5 down would be right here. So 4 brings me to the axis, and 1 more brings me to negative 1. And then last point over here, 2 units left would be 2 units this way. Oops, there we go. And then 5 down, so 1 to the axis and 4 more be right here. So now I'm going to connect these points. So this one connects to this one, connects to this one, and then this forms that triangle. And I'm going to fill it in. You don't have to fill it in, but there's that triangle. It's been translated 2 to the left and 5 down. And that's it for example number 3. Just actually in Delta Math, you're going to be doing it on the computer, but same thing. Just move it. I would just kind of, bring my cursor over, just count the boxes, right? And then place your point. Keep going until you've translated the whole shape. And now our last example, number 4, it says determine below the translations that would map figure H onto figure I. Since we're going from H to I, I'm going to make a little note here. Start with H and end with I. And the reason why I'm writing this down is because if you go in the other order, the other way, it's going to be incorrect. So make sure you're going the right direction. We're going to start with H and end with I. I'm also going to just pick a corresponding pair of points here. So like if I choose on H, this bottom left one, that means on I, I'm going to also pick the bottom left one, okay? So pick 2 points, and then we're going to now just count, just like we did before. We're going to count to see how far we've gone over left and right and up and down. So from H to I, I'm going to the left. So 2 and then 5 more. So that would be going to the right, 7. Oh, no, sorry, not to the right, to the left. To the left, 7. So again, 2 to the axis and 5 more. So see how that's a total of 7 units to the left. And then I'm going to go down 1 and then 5. So that's 6. So now I'm going down 6 units. Again, just count each box, or I went down 1 to the axis, 5 more. Brings me to a total of 6 units down. And that's all we're going to do for that one. So now you're going to try the practice on your own. If you're watching this, you probably either missed the guided practice. It's actually online on Canvas if you want to still try that on your own. But I would just kind of, just jump straight to the practice. It's on Delta Math. It's through Canvas, but it's on Delta Math. And then if you have any questions on that, you can either come find me during class or watch the video on Delta Math, look at the example on Delta Math, or use the paper app through Clever. So there's several ways to get help if you're stuck, but I'm always here if you need it. All right, scholars, I will see you next time. Bye.